Friends, family, subscribers to the YouTube channel, Adventuring with the S.G.O.C.C. Our window stickers arrived. This is our first swag. Remember, send a selfless dress stamped envelope, a big one, to 37 Marianne Drive, apartment number 2, Sierra Vista, Arizona 85635. $10 bill, we'll ship one right out to you. So, this is the Jeep. This is just gorgeous. So I'm going to start from this side. We know where the bottom's going to be. Right there on the rubber. Come up, put it right there next to the rubber on that side. We'll come over even. Now, of course, the best way to do this is with some glass cleaner on the glass and squish all the glass cleaner out. But I just cleaned the glass and no bubbles, crisp and clean, no caffeine. Boom, there you go. Adventuring with the shooting gallery of Cochise County. That's us. Brother Tim and I have been waiting a long time for this. We're at 1,300 subscribers. We're at just under 600,000 views.
Now, the reason why it's centered on the back window of my Jeep is, like any short person, we're always the center of attention.
No, that he doesn't need it. He doesn't use his rear view mirror. I do. Anyways, had a little mishap with this rascal yesterday. Ran out of gas because the gas gauge doesn't work and the speedometer doesn't work. But we're working on it. So anybody local in the Sierra Vista area know how to fix that? Give us a ring. Leave a comment. I'm just ecstatic. We finally got swag. Yes, sir. By the way, little joke. So if you fart in front of your wife and she leaves, does that count as Gone with the Wind? You gonna do In the Bunker with Geoff at the same time?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. Yeah, we gotta do the door because that's way too loud.
Jax, what are you doing?
This paw still hurts.
Jax, what you doing, big boy? Who's a good boy?
You gotta close that door. It's too loud. And turn on the light too. See the light?
You're starting to walk like Uncle Geoff.
Come on, bub. Up. Come on. Yeah, he's got a sore paw. The bad part about living in Arizona is, come on, is the weather's dry here. And what happens with dogs is their pads dry out on their paws and they get very tender. So they make a thing called paw butter down at Petco, and I'm all out, so I got to get some more. I put some lotion on it, it's helping, but it's not comfortable for him at all. So today is the final In the Bunker with Geoff. Moriarty Arms AR-10 in 6.5 Creedmoor. Now, this has got a 3-axis scope on it. It means windage, elevation, distance. It's a trophy scope. It's a 50 power scope. It's got a forward mount bipod on it, 20-inch stainless barrel with suppressor, chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. This is a heavy rifle for doing heavy things. Now, we have other guns in the inventory, but you're not going to know about them. So this is going to be the final In the Bunker with Geoff until we decide to do more guns or whatnot. But Tim's going to take over after this with every Wednesday with sharp-edged weapons, compound bows, all that kind of stuff. Stuff that doesn't require a firing pin. This is a heavy rifle. Jax doesn't like it because he knows that it's loud. It's got a collapsible stock. It's an AR-10, so it's based on the AR-15 platform. You can cradle it. It's still heavy. That 20-inch stainless barrel is just a monster. This gun was built for me by Tim, who didn't know he was building a gun with John for me. John at West End Gun and Pawn built it. It all started when John and I and Tim were hanging out one afternoon at the store, and John was becoming very aware of the shooting gallery and what we were doing and how I started it. And he asked me what my dream build would be if I was to have a gun built. And I said, oh, that's easy, a 6.5 Creedmoor. It was designed in Creedmoor, New Jersey. Very flat ballistics, 30-06, has a ballistic travel like this. This 6.5 Creedmoor is like this. We have stretched this out measurable to 1.25 miles. I wasn't as accurate because it's not as dialed in. I'd have to put 100 rounds through it to dial it in, honestly. But at 1.25 miles, I was 6 feet off. Still not going to hit anything but a vehicle, but it shows that it has the distance to get there. It's a fantastic weapon. It doesn't buck much at all, and most of that is because the weight of the firearm. When you have more weight in your ballistic frame, your ballistics will be better because the gun won't buck as much. That's just simple calculus and algebra. And you thought you wouldn't need that math when you was in school. You do need that math when you're building guns. So John called me up a couple of months afterwards, after we had this discussion, and started off the conversation with, hey, how's it going? Your rifle's ready. And I was like, what? I didn't order a rifle. And he goes, yeah, your Creedmoor. And I go, I can't afford that. And he says, no, you can afford this. For the cost of the barrel, I get the rifle. So I raided the gun safe, went down and picked it up. Tim didn't know he was helping to put all this together. I think Tim is directly responsible for the lower and the upper. John took care of the gas tube, but Tim did a lot of the work on it. I love this rifle. You could probably replicate the scope, the bipod, the works for a couple of grand, but you're going to have to find somebody to put it together for you. This one is by Moriarty Arms out of Florida. You can buy the upper and lower. You still got to put it together yourself. You can even get a 22-inch fluted stainless barrel, but you still, I mean, it's heavy. I wouldn't want to pack this monster around out in the field for very much, but it's difficult. The reason it has a bipod, it's difficult to hold up, but you can in a pinch. It's a fantastic firearm, fantastic weapon. Not the most expensive in the collection, but this is one of the long distance rifles that we make available to our customers at the shooting gallery, Cochise County. If you want to fire this, you can book a session with either a 3-gun selection or a 4-gun selection. And we'll include this. You just got to pay for the ammo. We provide targets, ear protection, eye protection, the location, the works. We'll even figure out a way to stretch it out to 1 mile if you want. You can shoot this that kind of extreme long distance. Anyways, the other big news, as we already said, stickers. Self-addressed stamped envelope like these that arrived, and you can get one sent to you. Slip a $10 bill in there and we're in business. We will be printing off more as soon as these are sold, but these pay for the others. That's the way it works. We're not making much on these. I think we're making $1 a piece on them for the gas to go down to the printing company and the design and everything else. We appreciate every single one of you folks out there that have subscribed to the channel. We're at 1301 as of this morning, I think, or 1300. I check a couple of times during the day. We're at 586,000 views as of this morning. And we're way over halfway on getting to our watch hours to become monetized.
We need more of.
But we can do these now because it's not through YouTube, it's through the channel directly. We don't have any of those other apps like that other YouTube channels have where you can send money to them. We don't do that. All being monetized for this channel is going to mean for Tim and I is that it pays for the gas and ammunition to go out and bring more content to you, the viewer. That's what we're about. We love the history and everything that goes on in Cochise County. If you look back through our catalog, we've done parades, we've done all kinds of stuff, tours of Sierra Vista, all kinds of really interesting stuff. Continue to support us, continue to watch the channel, especially watch hours. And Tim, Cassie, and myself will continue to record content and bring it to you. Remember, if you're not out having fun, you're just not out. This has been a Fun Brothers production. More to follow.